Question number 11. Electrolysis of water is a decomposition reaction. The mole ratio of hydrogen and oxygen gases liberated during electrolysis of water is option A 1:1, option B 2:1, option C 4:1, option D 1:2. बोलो बच्चों कौन सा होगा? तुम जानते हो वाटर का फॉर्मूला है H2O। अच्छा, तुम जानते हो इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस ऑफ वाटर का मतलब क्या है? देखो ये फिगर में ये दर्शाया गया है कि कैसे वाटर का इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस होता है। इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस मीन्स ब्रेकिंग ऑफ वाटर मॉलिक्यूल बाय पासिंग इलेक्ट्रिक करंट। ओके, जो वाटर मॉलिक्यूल H2O होता है उसमें इलेक्ट्रिक करंट पास करके क्या करते हैं, H2O को हाइड्रोजन और ऑक्सीजन में कन्वर्ट करते हैं। ओके, ब्रेकिंग ऑफ वाटर मॉलिक्यूल। ओके, तो इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस करने से वाटर मॉलिक्यूल क्या होता है, H2 और O2 में कन्वर्ट होता है, माने हाइड्रोजन गैस निकलता है और ऑक्सीजन गैस निकलता है। ओके, तो जैसे तुम जाने वाटर मॉलिक्यूल का फॉर्मूला है H2O। ओके, माने H2O मीन्स 2 एटम ऑफ हाइड्रोजन एंड 1 एटम ऑफ ऑक्सीजन। ओके, तो 1 मोल अगर हम H2O को डी एसोसिएट करेंगे और इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस करेंगे तो हमको मिलेगा 2 मोल ऑफ हाइड्रोजन एंड 1 मोल ऑफ ऑक्सीजन, क्योंकि H2O फॉर्मूला है। ओके, इन 1 molecule of water there is 2 atom of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. That's why 1 mole H2O को हम डी एसोसिएट करेंगे और ब्रेक करेंगे तो उसमें से 2 मोल हाइड्रोजन गैस निकलेगा, 1 मोल ऑक्सीजन गैस निकलेगा। ओके, सो रेशियो होगा 2:1। ओके, क्वेश्चन नंबर 12. Which of the following each are an endothermic process or processes? I. Dilution of sulfuric acid. II. Sublimation of dry ice. III. Condensation of water vapors. IV. Evaporation of water. तो बोलो बच्चों, डायल्यूशन ऑफ सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड नहीं हो सकता। ओके, इट इज एन exothermic process. You know, dilution of any acid is an exothermic process. Sublimation of dry ice, yes, it requires heat energy. Okay, sublimation means conversion of ice to liquid, you know that. Okay, sublimation means बर्फ लिक्विड हो जाना, आइस लिक्विड हो जाना। so it requires heat energy, you know, so sublimation require heat energy, that's why it is an endothermic process. Condensation of water vapor. Condensation of water vapor means if some condensation of water vapor means if we take out heat energy from water vapor or cool water vapor, it condenses. Okay, so condensation of water vapor releases heat energy. Okay, so it is also an exothermic process, release of heat. But in case of evaporation of water, evaporation कब होता है बच्चों? when in this process heat energy is required. Okay, evaporation of water, you studied about this in class 9. Okay, evaporation causes cooling effect, you know. Why cooling effect? Because it takes heat energy from the surrounding to get evaporated. Thus evaporation of water is also an endothermic process. Okay, so option I and IV both are correct answers. Okay, so D is the right answer. Now question number 13. In the double displacement reaction between aqueous potassium iodide and aqueous lead nitrate, a yellow precipitate of lead iodide is formed. While performing the activity, if lead nitrate is not available, which of the following can be used in place of lead nitrate? Option A, lead sulfate insoluble. B. Lead acetate, C. Ammonium nitrate, D. Potassium sulfate. Children, the lead acetate is the correct answer. Why that is the correct answer? Because lead sulfate is insoluble. Okay, it cannot give lead ion. Okay, anything which gives ion, it has to be in aqueous solution. Okay, but here lead sulfate is insoluble, so it cannot give ion. Okay, and C and D, it cannot be the answer because it has no lead in their compound. Okay, ammonium nitrate, potassium sulfate, it has no lead at all. Okay, so option B is the correct answer, that is lead acetate. Now question number 14. Which of the following gases can be used for storage of fresh sample of oil for a long time? Option A, carbon dioxide or oxygen. Option B, nitrogen or oxygen. Option C, carbon dioxide or helium. Option D, helium or nitrogen. You know that ऑयल को अगर हम बहुत दिन तक रखेंगे तो ये क्या होता है, ऑक्सीडाइज हो जाता है. ओके, एयर में क्या होता है, ऑक्सीजन होता है, उसका कांटेक्ट में आने से ऑक्सीडाइज हो जाता है, माने ख़राब हो जाता है. तो हमको क्या करना है, उस ऑयल को हम जो लॉन्ग टाइम तक रखेंगे उसको ऑक्सीजन से दूर रखना है. ओके, क्या करना है, ऑक्सीजन से दूर रखना है. ठीक है, इसलिए ऑप्शन ए रॉन्ग होगा क्योंकि दोनों में ऑक्सीजन है. कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड में ऑक्सीजन है, ऑक्सीजन तो ऑक्सीजन है. ओके, उसी तरह बी में देखो, नाइट्रोजन और ऑक्सीजन, ऑक्सीजन तो रहना ही नहीं है, दूर ही रहना है, तो बी भी नहीं होगा. सी, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड में देखो ऑक्सीजन है. ओके, सो वो भी नहीं हो सकता. ऑप्शन डी इज द राइट आंसर. ओके, हीलियम और नाइट्रोजन, हीलियम है इनर्ट गैस, नाइट्रोजन भी इनर्ट की तरह है, तो सो ऑप्शन डी इज द राइट आंसर. ओके, नाउ क्वेश्चन नंबर 15. The following reaction is used for the preparation of oxygen gas in the laboratory. Okay, 2KClO3 when heated in the presence of catalyst, it gives 2KCl plus 3O2. Okay, which of the following statement is or are correct about the reaction? A, it is a decomposition reaction and endothermic in nature. B, it is a combination reaction. C, it is a decomposition reaction and accompanied by release of heat. D, it is a photochemical decomposition reaction and exothermic in nature. देखो, ऑप्शन बी नहीं हो सकता, इट इज ए कॉम्बिनेशन रिएक्शन, इट इज रॉन्ग. ओके, सी, इट इज ए decomposition reaction and accompanied by release of heat, this is also wrong because the reaction does not release any heat energy but it takes heat energy. Okay, when it is heated the reaction occur. Okay, similarly D, it is also wrong, it is a photochemical decomposition reaction and exothermic in nature, as this is not an exothermic, this is endothermic. So option is the A is the right answer, it is a decomposition reaction. Okay, you know what is decomposition reaction? The reaction in which one reactant gives more than one product is called an decomposition reaction, and this thing has happened in this reaction. Okay, KClO3 is one compound which is reactant, it gives two compound, 2KCl and 3O2. Okay, so it is a decomposition reaction and endothermic in nature also. The reaction require heat energy to occur. Okay, so it is a endothermic reaction, so option A is the correct answer. Okay, now question number 16. Which one of the following processes involve chemical reaction? Option A, storing of oxygen gas under pressure in a gas cylinder. B. Liquefaction of air. C. Keeping petrol in a china dish in the open. D. Heating copperware in presence of air at high temperature. Okay, so storing oxygen gas under pressure in a gas cylinder, it is not a chemical process. Okay, liquefaction of air, it is also not a chemical reaction. Okay, that is physical change. C. Keeping petrol in a china dish in the open, this is not also a chemical reaction. So option D is the right answer. Heating copperware in presence of air at high temperature. Okay, this is an oxidation reaction. Okay, when we heat copper air in the presence of air, okay, it oxidizes. Okay, which is a chemical reaction. So option D is the right answer. Okay, now question number 17. In which of the following chemical equations the abbreviation represent the correct states of the reactants and products involved at reaction temperature? Okay, so here D is the right answer बच्चों. 2H2, this is a gas, hydrogen gas. H2, this is also gas, so G is written. When both hydrogen gas and oxygen gas react, they produce water vapor, not water in the liquid form. Okay, we can convert that water vapor to liquid by condensation, but after reaction H2O gas is formed, water vapor is formed. So D is the correct answer, remember it. Okay, look in the option A, hydrogen written L means liquid, oxygen also written in liquid form, that is wrong. Okay, you know that hydrogen and oxygen available in gaseous form. Similarly in option B also oxygen written in liquid. Okay, in C H2O is liquid is written, but after reaction water vapor is formed. Okay, so option D is the right answer. Now question number 18. This is the last objective question in the exemplar. Okay, which of the following are combination reactions? Okay, look to the equations or look to the reactions I, double I, triple I, IV. Okay, what is combination reaction? The reaction in which more than one reactant combine to form a single product is called a combination reaction. Okay, so look to the right hand side of each reaction. Okay, in which reaction there is only a single compound. Okay, to find out the combination reaction we have to find out the right hand side, whether that is a single product or not. Okay, so in case of double I and triple I, both have single product. Okay, so both are obviously combination reaction. Okay, in case of second reaction, two reactant combine to form one product. In case of third reaction also two reactant combine to form a single product. So option D is the right answer. Okay, then bye bye.